Alright, what's up everybody? It's Lids and we're back for some more Hades, and I can't help but feel like in our previous run, I know we didn't make it quite as far as we've gone in the past, but we didn't have any major buffs or anything like that. It didn't seem like we got any game-breaking power-ups.
I'll be there soon.
And yet we still seem to do pretty well. I mean, we handled the boss pretty handily. And even with low HP, made it partway through the next, or the second set of floors. Let's see, your spin attack deals... Ooh, I like that a lot. Your special bounces of 7 foes. Special deals a bunch of extra damage to armor. I mean, I use the spin the most often, so I'm gonna go that route.
Thanks, Daedalus.
Might not necessarily be the most powerful of all those options. Oh, Chaos again. Early. Blood-filled vial rank up? I also don't know what that means. Okay, so this is going to cost us some life, but I think the earlier you get these, the better. Because you have a longer amount of time to benefit from power-ups. And the debuffs will be taking effect early when the enemies are weaker.
They force their blessings onto you, whilst I merely offer you a choice.
Alright, what do we have here? Abyssal Shot. The next 3 encounters, you take a boatload of extra damage from traps. Afterwards, your cast deals bonus damage. Okay. Next 3 encounters, you have... You're slow. Afterward, boons have... Oh, this seems like this has great long-term potential. I mean, to get this so early, it seems like that would be fantastic. Otherwise, for next 4 encounters, you take increased damage. Afterward, your dash deals additional damage. I feel like this is the way to go. I mean, that's one of the things that I want to continue to think more about is how we approach the boons, the various rewards, because I think that we're relying on those a little bit too much. We are slow now. I think we want to be a little more creative with what we take as our rewards when we choose which room we're going into. See that? It's just a lot easier to take you out when we do have that move speed. Oh, that was close. Alright, I don't think we got hit. So that's solid. I doubt we have anything else in this room, right? Alright, let's get going. Like for here... I mean, all these are just longer-term things. We haven't accumulated too many of these gems, so I think maybe we ought to try to do more of that. That was deliberate.
You're gone.
Saw that coming. Likewise. No. Alright, we did get hit once there, I think, but not bad. Okay, so that's Ares. Is there one over here? There isn't. Okay. Ares it is. And I think the gods will continue to have more of an individual identity the further along we get. Oh! Playing with fire there. More ways than one.
I'll run you through.
There's the spin that we powered up. There, I don't think we got hit.
The curse of chaos has been lifted.
Nice. Okay, so we're back to our usual speed, which feels much better. And we should have, now, a better chance of getting rare foods, which are these things.
The dead alike desire what I represent. Their appetite for bloodshed cannot easily be sated. A goal to strive for, no?
And there we go. We have a couple of rares. Our special inflicts doom, or your call turns you into an impervious blade. I may call as F. Okay. We haven't... That's a relatively new addition. We haven't been using it very much, if at all. I think one time I tried in a previous run, we didn't have our meter full or something like that. So... Otherwise, your cast sends a rift hurtling ahead. I mean, we gotta take one of the rare ones, right? Let's do that.
The will to fight.
Yeah, so I think that's our meter down there that we need to fill up before we have the option of pulling it off.
What now?
Ooh. I don't think that explosion hit us. It was probably close. It's gotta be more, right? Yeah. Oh, I got hit by that? I charged into that. A little silly. It was the only hit we took, but still, I feel like that was not the best damage we've taken thus far. And, I mean, still no bonus stuff. This is Athena, who I believe gives us, or is very likely to give us the ability to deflect attacks. That was very silly of me. I was caught sleeping. Get over here. Stop running away. One down. These guys deal a lot of damage relative to the other enemies, it seems. Here, we do have our bar filled up at least a little bit. Oh, does it go away after each room?
There's something that I've wished to tell you, Zagreus. There is no shame in your upbringing. Many of us on Olympus, we likewise were born and raised under the strangest circumstances. Someday I'll have to tell you about mine.
Born out of Zeus's head or shield or something like that? Attack is stronger and can deflect. I mean, that sounds fantastic. Reduced damage taken from foes, 13%, also seems like a really high number that would be very useful for us, but I think this has the benefit of being both a strong offensive and defensive buff. Yeah, so I mean, it looked like I saw a little indicator that we filled up enough of that bar to take a little bit, or to use this skill in this zone, but I see that now it's empty. So I guess it might be only
More numbskulls?
specific to that room in which you're in at any given point in time. That is a lot of these guys.
You're dusty.
There we go.
Nectar bottle.
Spin is very useful. Oops. Let's take this.
Sweet.
Okay. So here, that's a shop, and we have 86, which is something. Oh. So we're not in a great place. What's that? I don't know if we've seen that before. So this is a challenge that will give us a lot of extra coins. If we had more life, I'd be more inclined to go for it. I don't think we can get a bunch of beneficial things from the shop. Probably enough to still purchase a little bit of life, but yeah, let's give it a go.
You truly are an idiot, aren't you?
Let's make this quick.
Ow. Okay, that did hit us. Saw that coming. Don't care.
Give it up.
Alright. So yeah, the
Now I've
faster
better things to do.
we do that, the more of these coins we get from more gems. So the maximum was 25 and we got 15. I don't know how good that is, really. It did give us a few more coins, so I mean, again, the shop is maybe a little more likely to give us good stuff now, but I don't know what this is. So I want to check this out. I'm liking the combo stuff we have going here. I think this is a very good setup. We have really strong damage. I don't think we got hit by those spikes, I just dashed over them. We have the deflect. Oh, that absolutely did hit us. That was silly. Spoke too soon.
Lady Aphrodite.
Oh, Aphrodite, of course. That makes sense. I was gonna say, it looks like a heart. Alright, so we can gift for the nectar, which I still don't fully understand what that does, but let's give it a shot.
Lady Aphrodite, I am truly blessed simply to have made your acquaintance, so this is for you.
Lasting relationships are built on reciprocity. So if you lavish me with gifts, why, what am I to do but give you something in return?
See? Benefits.
I'm honored, Aphrodite.
Did we just get a 1-up? Is that what that is? Oh no, that's just other friendshipy things. She likes us more, generally
You've had a
speaking.
brush with Megara the Fury, haven't you? Oh, I know a thing or two about that one. Though lately we Olympians no longer mingle with those living in the underworld. You're the only exception.
Oh. Alright, what do we have? Oh, epic! Your dash deals damage where you started, inflicting wick. Wick? Weak. Oh dear. I think this is another really good defensive and offensive combo where we dash away, it makes the enemies that are about to hit us deal less damage for 3 seconds. 50% less. Gives us some damage on it as well. Otherwise, when slain, foes damage other near... Wait. Foes damage other nearby foes? That also sounds pretty awesome. Any... Heart chamber towards Rhythmal. I mean... Would be nice, but at the same time, I don't know how likely it is that we'll actually encounter one of those. And it's not going to be immediate, presumably. But I think we go with this. That seems really good. Ooh, and this is upgrade something. And this is choose between Ares and Athena. I really like the things that we have. So this is an occasion where I think previously we probably would have opted to go with the just take more power-ups. But I think we recognize
Can catch my breath.
we have good stuff here. And we opt to power it up. And of course now I look really silly. Because we did have a room that we could heal up in. But I think we didn't really need any more. I mean, we're almost full now, especially when you consider we'll get 3 life when we enter the next
Power
zone.
of the gods.
So this increases the damage we deal on the dash, whereas this increases the damage on our default attack. I think we want to go with the default attack here, because the weak is the real benefit from that dash there. The damage is just a little bit of a bonus, whereas obviously our normal attack is a pretty big deal. Right, that I think is almost always good. It seems like Sisyphus is the encounter we usually get.
Good to
It
see
is
you.
Sisyphus. He gives us power
Hey,
ups and
Prince,
stuff.
I heard you showed that Fury sister the what for. Is that the truth? Might explain why I've been left here to my own devices for a change.
I don't think she'll be out of commission for very long. She'd best find you mining that boulder, though at least you managed to catch a break for now. Be seeing you, Sisyphus.
Alright, so we can heal. I think what we do here is we pick up some coins, because we're doing quite well from a healing front. We'll get even more life. We'll get 3 more, and I think we'll be at like 48 out of 50. More or less full by the time we enter the next zone. This is more of a, long-term upgrade for when we get back at the end of the run.
No worries whatsoever.
Whereas, as I was saying, I think we're doing very well on this run, or at least are primed to do very well on this run.
Good luck there.
So, let's invest in it. By taking some coins that we can use to make ourselves stronger. Ow. You did manage to hit me there. That, I'm a little ashamed. Still more? There. There we go. And that is also very useful.
That's a relief.
Was probably one of the primary weaknesses that we had on this run, was we had yet to improve our maximum life, and we have now done that. Slain foes have 15% chance to drop life items. That's really good. Instantly gain some of this stuff. I mean, this is useful, but again, it's more so a longer-term benefit, and I think we might actually want to save up, even though we can afford it here. Bear in mind that we'll have future shops that we'll want to buy things from, and that we like this one, and we'd rather have the coins. So this is an interesting question. We might be able to afford some powerful things in the shop. Like, maybe even another maximum life upgrade. Otherwise, the increasing or, like, powering up our existing skills, I mean, I think they're both great options. Without knowing exactly what's in the shop, I think it's difficult to choose. This is a free shop, or a free upgrade, in that we don't have to find anyone
God's
in
grant
here.
me strength.
So we can make our default attack even more powerful, which I think is probably the best thing. Followed maybe by doing this. Because, what does it do? It increases the duration? Oh no, rift damage per hit. Yeah, I think we go here. I mean, upgrading the damage on your default attack is just so solid, because you're always going to be using it. I think this is going to be the boss. Yeah.
We meet again.
I think we're in a
Listen
good
to me,
place to
Zacharias.
face tank
Your
her.
mother is long gone. You're never getting out of here, and even if you did, what hope could you possibly have in finding her up in the world out there?
Yeah, so I think with all of our deflect and weaken skills, that we can go right up next to her and wail away at her
Not that
from
it's any
close
of your
range.
business anymore.
More so than we usually could.
Your family is here, and so is your responsibility. You're wrong.
Oh, I did get hit by that. That was rather silly. So we still obviously would like to avoid clearly avoidable damage, like say that. Ow, that hit me too. You're making a fair point there. Ow, that hit me too. There you go. Yeah, we are taking far too many hits here. Oh, I really thought that we were playing the angles there and would not get hit by that. Thought we were being clever. Right, I do see that we have our major power up here. Got her. No, we didn't get her. She got me? What? Ah! Oh! Okay, we lost our composure there. Got way too aggressive, and I think I got a little carried away. Like I was saying, I thought that we could just stand up there right next to her and play sloppy. I thought that we could just basically attack, and we focused a little too much on dealing damage and not nearly enough on avoiding the hits. And that stinks, because that was a really strong setup, it felt like.
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Get on it, Hypnos.
I don't
I'll
know
just
what to
spend
make
some of
of
these gems with the house
that thing.
contractor.
Yeah, we have accumulated some gems.
Tremors and darkness, but this
Man.
place is falling apart.
That run was a missed
Nobody works
opportunity.
an honest day down here.
Father, everybody's dead. Give them a break.
What would you even know of honest work? At least the wretched dead yet honor me as Lord. I cannot say the same for you.
Let's see what we can get here.
Greetings, house contractor.
Underworld renovations. Chamber may contain urns with monies. Okay, so this is what I was saying before. Felt like I wasn't sure if this was a thing. In seemingly every other RPG or roguelike, when you destroy chests and urns and pots and pans, it seems like you can get coins or other power-ups of some sort. Not all the time, of course, but sometimes. And it seems as
I
though
like the sound of this.
we need to unlock that.
Work approved, and here's the fee, contractor, sir.
And now we
Keep
have.
it down.
Well, we saw this earlier. Yeah. So I'm not sure if we can even get life chambers in Asphodel, which is the second floor, as things currently stand.
Can't afford that.
Yeah. And we can't afford anything there anymore.
Nyx must be someplace else.
Huh? More stuff over here.
A commemorative board adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord Hades best of all.
Kinda looks like me, though. Hades hates us, doesn't he? Or is it just some tough love from Dad? Maybe we're not so bad after all. Alright, and I mean, we definitely passed up on some upgrades. In that we could have taken more of the darkness, this stuff here, than we actually got last time around, because we were investing in that run, assuming that that run was going to go places. But, you know, as I was saying, got a little carried away.
Any luck last time?
It's a learning experience, but I think we have a better sense as to what those good choices are. I think ultimately we did still make the right choices. It was just that we didn't play so well at the end there. And with that, I think this is probably a good place to wrap things up here, having completed that run. And so I think, yeah, that's still a good sign for future runs, and that I think we'll continue to improve on which decisions we make, which rooms we go in, which boon options we take. We may not be as lucky with getting the chaos choices or the chaos rooms as early as we did in that previous playthrough, but we'll just have to wait and see. So, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.